Hi, this is Bob from Bob Johnson's Computer Stuff. And if you're looking for an online Toughbook community that gives tips, tricks, and support, hit the subscribe and bell button for all our upcoming videos. Hey, when the CF20 was released, it became one of the first fully rugged, detachable tablets. In today's video, I'll be going through my top 10 features of the Panasonic Toughbook CF20, so stay tuned. Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the top 10 of the CF20. But if you're interested in an older video of the comparison of that ToughPad FZG1 and the Toughbook CF20, I'll put it right here. Just click on the link. But this is my top 10 of the Panasonic Toughbook CF20. And coming in at number 10 are features that I like about the Toughbook CF20 is the add-ons. And some of the things that you can add on are things like the mag strip, smart card reader. They even have a contactless card reader. You can also get a 9-pin serial port for that legacy equipment you might have that you need to use for, ham radio and that sort of thing. There's also a fingerprint reader that you can add as well. Those are all popular add-ons, including USB ports. You could add an additional USB port. But now for the bad news, it's only add one. So whatever you want, that's the one that you're going to add. I think this is based more on the size of this unit because it's kind of thin. There's just not much room to add too much more. But number 9, what I like about this laptop is the cameras. There's a front camera that's on the screen side and a rear camera that's in the back. And let me show you those as soon as I can open it for you. The front camera is right here, and that's good for like your Zoom meetings or any close-ups that you might want to do or need to do. And then you have the rear camera, which is an 8 megapixel camera, whereas the front camera is only a 2 megapixel. But with the 8 megapixel, you'd be able to use the rear camera as wider angles and do in larger areas to take pictures. The front cam, I think, is more for close-ups. But coming in at number 8, what I like about this CF20 is the processor. This is a full-blown Windows 10 machine with an M5 V processor from Intel. It's got some horsepower. Gives you that extra power to run Windows 10, so you're getting a true Windows 10 machine. That's definitely true. Coming in at number 7 is the excellent lockable covers, ports, and slots. I love these things because way better than the previous Toughbook models. They lock into place and you can open them, which makes it easy. They don't break off as easy, and they're watertight and dustproof. It's a lot stronger quality, which I actually like better than Toughbook's previous models like the CF19. But coming in at number 6. Now number 6, if any of you have watched any of my previous episodes, you'll know that I'm a keyboard junkie. I enjoy a good keyboard to type on. And the CF20 definitely has a nice keyboard. This particular one is a backlit chiclet keyboard. It's got nice bounce. So if you're a touch typist like I am, you appreciate a nice, firm feeling, bouncy keyboard when you're typing. That's what I like about this keyboard. It's backlit, it's a nice feel to it. You'll be able to type for hours and your fingers probably won't get as tired as on the previous CF19, which had that small, very small, cramped up keys on the keyboard. But that's my number 6 choice. Now I'd like to talk to you about number 5, because coming in at number 5 is the single most important factor in usability of this laptop, which is, believe it or not, the screen. Now the CF20 comes with a touch screen that you can use gloves, no gloves. Your hand can even be wet. And sometimes in the older models, they struggled with this. If your hand was wet, it just wouldn't work on the touchscreen. And what else makes this an amazing screen is the daylight readability, along with a 1920 by 1200 widescreen resolution. I think the screen really shines on this unit. Coming in at number 4, that's right, coming in at number 4 is the rugged ability of this laptop. Now, this was built by the same military standard as all the other rugged Toughbooks were built as. So it's just as rugged as your CF19, your CF31, all these guys. It is, but the one advantage to this laptop is that it's lightweight. Coming in at 3.9 pounds, that's all this thing weighs. Well, we're getting close, but coming in at number 3 is the portability of this laptop. Not as thin as some of those business computer units that you see on the market today, but for being fully rugged and lightweight at 3.9 pounds, it really stacks up to use portability. Coming in at number 2 on this list is the batteries. This unit, they thought of it all when it comes to the battery life. Not only is there a battery in the screen portion up here behind this plate, there's also a battery behind the plate on the keyboard side, so that you have 2 batteries that you can have in here. Now you can just have 1 battery and it'll be just the same, but if you want that extra battery life, you can have 2, which allows for this unit to last several hours without any problem. Well, guys, coming in at number 1, and I think this is the coolest feature of all about this CF20. Coming in at number 1 is the detachable conversion to tablet. If you take a look, the screen pops out and we have a tablet. You have a fully fledged Windows 10, I believe it's 10.1 inch widescreen tablet. It's definitely the coolest feature of this laptop. Now, unfortunately, there is a downside to upgrading to this model. So if you're using CF19s right now in your vehicles and you've docked them and you upgrade to the CF20, keep in mind that you're going to have to change the docking port on your unit. The dock for the CF20 looks much different and uses a different connector than your CF19 dock. So like I said, if you're upgrading from the CF19 to the CF20, you'll need to change out the dock. And that's it. That's my top 10 features of the Panasonic Toughbook CF20. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. And I want to thank you guys for watching. See you next week.